Hi students, today we are going to discuss some word problems based on your linear equations in one variable. So, word problems you might have like done in 8th standard as well as in 9th standard, correct? Sorry, 7th standard as well as 6th standard you might have come across word problems. So, yeah, first, word problems are just we have to do some working for this kind of sums. That's all. Don't get like uh, what is it? Stencil for this kind of sums is fine. So yes, first we will discuss the first sum. These sums are little technical in the sense logical. Basically, they are logical sums. So you have to know what logic is used here. So if you once you found out that logic, like it will be easy to solve. So first question is the present age of Sahil's mother is three times present age of Sahil. After 5 years, their age will add up to 66 years. Find their ages. As here you observe there is no number given. Number in the sense related to the sum is not a direct sum. See, you might have studied in the last classes and all. Where you x plus 60 is equal to some number. You find x value. So all those things, their direct substitution or rules we were following. Here we have to use the brain and to find out the unknown. How to find here which is unknown? The present age of Sahil's mother is three times of present age of Sahil. You just observe, present age of Sahil is linked with the present age of Sahil's mother, isn't it? Got it? So, and one thing you have to remember, after 5 years, for example, your age is 13 right now. So, after 5 years, what will be your age? What do you say for that? You might say 13 plus 5 is 18, isn't it? Correct. If your age is 13 plus 5, 18, imagine that your mother's age is 40. After 5 years, her age will be 45. Correct. If your age is added with 5, after 5 years, similarly, your mother's or father's age will be added with that number. Obviously, as years goes on, age will also increase. That anyway, we know that. So, first let me assume let the present age of Sahil be x. Okay, his present age. Now the age of Sahil is x. So now here you have to understand one thing. I'll just solve this so that I can easily see. First I am assuming I'll just write one tabular column. Present age. Sahil's present age after 5 years, what is his age? Remember the solution of this sum. It is not the solution of this sum. Okay, after 5 years. Okay. Now, present age of Sahil is x. Okay. Imagine that present age, I already assumed that Sahil's age is x. What will be his Sahil's mother's age? Sahil's mother age. What is Sahil's mother's age is 3 times of present age of Sahil. Can't we write it as 3 into x? Because if your age is 13, your mother's age will be 13 into 3, which is 39. Obviously, right? It might be possible. So, obviously, your mother's age, father's age will be little, more than, older than us. So, obviously, if x is Sahil's age, so Sahil's mother's age will be 3x. Now, after 5 years, what happens to Sahil's age? Sahil's age will be added with 5, correct? Now you are 13. After 5 years, your age will be 13 plus 5, which will be 18. So similarly, in generally, I can write x and x plus 5 after 5 years. And even Sahil's mother's age will also be 3x plus 5. I hope you understood. If you write this tabular column so that you can easily understand. Okay. So what will be sum? Sum in the sense add these two. Okay. If you add 3x plus x, 4x and 5 plus 5, 10. So Sum of both the ages is 10. Why? Because after 5 years, their age will add up to 66 years. So after 5 years, if you add their ages, that sum is 66. That is the thing they are given. That's the reason I am adding it. No need to add present age because there is no any like hint or any sentence related to the sum of the present ages. So no need to do it. So now, and it is given clearly that in the sum of the ages is equal to 66. Means they will add up to 66. Correct? The sum will add up to 66. So we got a linear equation in one variable. What it is? 4x plus 10 is equal to 66. So till here, you might be having little difficulties. Once you get this linear equation, just normally, how do you solve equations? No need to apply rules here. Rule 1, like subtract minus 10 on both sides, not required. You just directly transpose the terms from LHS to RHS and find the value of x. So 4x is equal to, now this plus 10 will go to the LHS, sorry, RHS, which will become 66 minus 10, which is 56. So we got 4x as 56. Now we have to find x value, which is equal to 56 by 4. 4 ones are 4, and 16 will be remaining 14. So x value is 14. So we got x as 14. So what is the age of Sahil? Sahil's age is 14, isn't it? Sahil's age is 14. Now, because that is only we assumed as x, right? Present age of Sahil we assumed as x. So Sahil's age, present age you can think. It is not the age after 5 years. Present age is, because that only we assume, right? Present age of Sahil is x. So obviously x value is Sahil's present age. And now Sahil's mother age. How much it is? Sahil's mother age is 3 times of x, which is 3 into 14, 42. So Sahil's mother age is 42 years. 42. You're not supposed to say years, right? We should say age. Sahil's age is 40. Mother's age is 42. That's all. Okay? Or Sahil's age is 40. Or you can also say that Sahil is 14 years old. Or Sahil's mother is 42 years old. So, correct? Like that you can say. So, Sahil's age is 14 and Sahil's mother age is 42. So, this is how you have to solve it. Yeah, I'll just explain once again. First, read the sum carefully. That is very important thing you have to do. First, you have to read the sum properly. Okay? Yeah. The present age of Sahil's mother is 3 times of present age of Sahil. That is one thing. And after 5 years, their ages will add up to 66 years. Then find their ages. Okay? Now, here what I am trying to say, Sahil's mother's age is linked, is like, what is it? Connected with the Sahil's age. So, what I'll do, I'll just assume Sahil's age is x years old. So now, the Sahil's mother age will become, okay, 3 times of Sahil's age, which is 3x. If Sahil's age is x, so his mother's age will become 3x. Okay. So now after 5 years, when you assume that after 5 years, okay, Sahil's age will get added with 5. Alright? Because obviously if you are 13 right now, after 5 years your age will become 13 plus 5, 18. Similarly, x will become x plus 5. And even if your age is increased, obviously your mother's age will also increase. Correct? So if your mother's age is 3x, after 5 years, your mother's age will become 3x plus 5. Correct? So now, and one more condition it is given, after 5 years, the age will add up to 66. Remember, after 5 years. So you have to take after 5 years age. So x plus 5 plus 3x plus 5, x plus 3x, 4x, and 5 plus 5 is 10. So 4x plus 10, which is equal to 66. They only given it as 66. So 4x plus 10 is equal to 66. So we got linear equation here. Once you get the linear equation, it is easy to solve. As I told, no need to follow any rule 1, rule 2 here. Just directly, you just transpose the terms from one side to the another side and find the value of x. So what we did, 4x is equal to 66 minus 10, whereas 66 minus 10 is 56, and here 4x is equal to 56 and x is multiplied with 4. So obviously if it go to RHS, it will divide with 56. So 56 divided by 4, which will be 14. As we know that 14 4s are 56. So now we can conclude that Sahil's age is 14. Alright, Sahil's age is 14 because that is only the assumed present age. One more thing. Sahil's present age is 14. Okay, after 5 years they didn't ask, no need to find it out. So Sahil's age is 14 present age, and Sahil's mother age is 3 times of Sahil's age, which is 3 into 14, 42. So this is how you have to solve the sum. Now, the sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 11 is 363. Find its multiples. Okay. So here again you have to use your brain, obviously. The sum of 3 consecutive multiples of 11 is 363. So what do you mean by consecutive? There is a term called consecutive here. Remember, consecutive is nothing but immediate next number or next one. Okay, consecutive in the sense, for example, I'll give an example so that you can easily understand. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 3 are consecutive. 3 and 4 are consecutive. 4 and 5 are consecutive. But not 2 and 4 are consecutive. Remember, 2 and 4 we have middle 3. So 2 and 4 are not consecutive numbers. 2 and 3 are consecutive natural numbers because these are usually 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are natural numbers. So we can say 2 and 3 are consecutive. Means immediately after 2 you will get 3 and immediately after 3 you will get 4. Okay. So these are called as consecutives. Okay. One thing, consecutive multiples of 11 they are asking. Okay. Just I give an example. What are the multiples of 3? 3 is the first number. Multiple of 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. And you keep on writing like that, you will get. Correct? So how I got, as I explaining only, I told you, 3 plus 3 we got 6. 6 plus 9, 3 we got 9. So that by adding 3 consecutively, you are getting the consecutive multiples of 3. Similarly, here, how to get the consecutive multiples of 11? But consecutive multiples of 11, what are the multiples getting given? Got it? So what I'll assume, let x be the multiple of 11. X be the multiple of 11. So if x be the multiple of 11, so what happens here? If I take x as the first one is x plus 22, just I added x with 11 consecutively. So sum of the 3 consecutive multiples is 363. Okay, so what you got? X plus 11, x plus 22 is equal to 363. So you add the like terms, which is 3x, x plus x is 3x, plus 11 plus 22, which is 33. So, what is so 33, which is equal to 363. So 3x is equal to 363 minus 33, which is 3x is equal to 330. So x is equal to 330 by 3, which is 110. Okay, so we got x as 110. The consecutive multiples of 11 will be 110 plus x. Correct. So 110 plus 11, sorry, this is x plus 11. So which is 110 plus 11, 121, and 110 plus 22, which is 132. All these 3 are consecutive multiples of your 11. Okay. Yeah. Just remove this. Yeah. Here one more sum we have. The difference between two whole numbers is 66. Okay. And the ratio of two numbers is 2:5. Find the two numbers. Here, whenever they give anything in the ratio, remember, you just assume let 2x and 5x be the two whole numbers. This is the easiest way. When they give in the ratio, just multiply with the x. That's all. Okay, just you multiply with x. So 2x and 5x be the two whole numbers. Now, difference between the whole numbers. It's one of the easiest sum. If you know this sum is very easy. So, difference between the two numbers. So, always remember whenever you take difference, you should subtract from bigger one, correct? Smaller one from bigger one. So, which is the highest number here? 5x. So, given 5x minus 2x is equal to 66. Alright, given 5x minus 2x is equal to 66, which is 3x is equal to 66, because 5x minus 2x is 3x. So x value is 66 by 3, which is 22. Okay, so x value we got it as 22. So we got x value. So what will be the numbers? The two whole numbers are, okay, the two whole numbers are 2x, which is 2 into 22, 44, and the another one is 5 times of x, which is 22 into 5. So how much you will get? Yeah, 5 into x, which is 22 into 5. 22 into 5, how much? 5 to the 10, 5 to the 10, 11, correct? 110, correct? So you will get 110. Just check 110 minus 44, you will get 66. Okay, so our sum is correct. You can verify like that, but verification is not compulsory. Okay, yeah, just I'll explain this sum once again. The difference between two numbers is 66. The ratio of two numbers is 2:5. Find the two numbers. So what we assume, let 2x and 5x be the two whole numbers. Whenever they are given in the ratio, it is very simple to understand. Just multiply with x. If they give 2:5, take 2x and 5x. If they give 5:2, take 5x and 2x. Like that. That's all. So 2x and 5x be the two whole numbers, and given 5x minus 2x. Always whenever you take difference, you should take the difference from higher number, from the lower number. Means we have to subtract the lower one from higher one. So 5x is the highest one. So 5x minus 2x is equal to 66. So which is 3x. 3x is equal to 66. And x is 66 by 3, which is 22. So the whole numbers are 2x and 5x, what we assume. So 2 into 22 is 44. Similarly, 5 into 22 is 110. So whether our answer is correct or not, how can you find? The difference of two whole numbers should be 66. Subtract 110 minus, like 110 minus 44. If you do subtraction for that, obviously you will get 66. So our answer is correct. I hope you understood these sums. Okay, thank you. And please comment, share and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day.